Are you a passionate conservative who wants to see more principled, platform following Republicans elected at all levels of government in Tennessee? Maybe you want to run as a candidate, support one as a volunteer or an organizational leader, yet you lack the expertise, the experience, the track record, the tools, and the tactics necessary to win on Election Day. If that is you, I'm inviting you to attend the Conservative Candidates Academy, Saturday, September 23rd in Chattanooga, Tennessee. You will walk away from this event equipped to win, and we will have a bevy of experts that will give you the info and point you toward the resources that are required to beat your opponents leading into Election Day. Now, my name is Brandon Lewis. You may know me best as the publisher of Tennessee Conservative News, the volunteer state's largest conservative news alternative. But before that, I was a paid political consultant who worked on U.S. Senate, U.S. House, state, and local races, the author of How to Raise Money for Political Office, and you may have seen my work in Campaigns and Elections magazine. The reason more conservatives don't win in elected office is because they confuse a general passion for the Constitution, for our founding, and for our state with the technical skills and experience needed to run a compressed sales, marketing, and operations campaign, which is really what running for office is. And at this event, we are going to equip you with what you need so you know what to do, what not to, where to focus, and what to ignore. And here's how we're going to do it. First off, I'm going to open us up with a quick session about strategy, general campaign strategy. What are you really doing when you run for office? And it is not what you think. I have worked with people who are doctors, lawyers, very smart individuals, yet when they run for office, the ideas they have about what will win are completely wrong most of the time. And it's not because they're lacking in intelligence, it's simply because they don't have the experience of having done it before. I'm then going to move into a session on raising money. If you cannot raise money when you run for office, you are doomed to fail. As a attendee, either as a table sponsor or as a regular ticket holder, you will have the opportunity to get a signed book from me, How to Raise Money for Political Office, and an accompanying workbook that will equip you with the tools you need to maximize your haul, your cash on hand, as you go into Election Day. Then we are going to bring up Brian Ritchie, who is a Tennessee state rep who effectively defeated an incumbent, and he's going to share with you what worked, what didn't, because so many of you are going to be challenging incumbents, and you can win. They are easily beaten, and most of the time, if you will get their track records of growing government and corporate welfare and being soft on illegal immigration and the poor educational performance in the state of Tennessee, if you will just tell Republican primary voters about that, they do want alternatives. Okay, and so Richie is going to share with you how he was able to defeat an incumbent, and you will walk away with tips, tools, and tricks from him so you can do the same if you're in that situation. Next up, we're going to have Sue Zoldak, and Sue is a award-winning, fantastic lady who works for Zoldak Victory, and she's going to talk about digital strategies for success on Election Day. She has been recognized over and over again for her work, and we are really lucky to have her out of Washington, D.C. here. She has helped us at the Tennessee Conservative, and I know that she can help you. Eric Wider, who is a political consultant and a conservative up in Knoxville, is going to discuss canvassing, which is critically important. Canvassing is critically important when you are running for office, especially in smaller races. You can make a huge impact with very little money if you have effective, data-driven canvassing, which leads us into our next speaker, which is Taylor Bloom of I-360, and she's going to talk about voter data. If you have good voter data, you're going to be in a lot better position than if you just call down to the election commission and get that garbage that they try to send you. Get out the vote communications and other things that drive people to the polls. And it's very important that you know how many votes you have going into early voting, how many votes you have going into Election Day. And Taylor can talk about how to mine the data, how to keep up with the inclinations of those who you want to vote, and to count your votes before Election Day even comes. Very important. And we will have likely one other mystery speaker, probably on direct mail. And I'm working on getting that put together right now, but I had to get this video out. And so I am. Listen, if you're running for political office, or if you're going to be helping someone do it, and you don't come to this event, I can't help you. You need to come to this event. So many conservatives, and I watched it in the last election cycle, broke my heart, lost because they didn't know what they were doing and they thought that they did. And they did not take advantage of the very basics of campaigning, and they made fundamental, huge, easily known mistakes. And it breaks my heart to watch conservatives lose simply because they do not have the expertise, the relationships, or the help they need to win on Election Day. So this is critically important. Do click the button below. Get your tickets. If you want to sponsor as a table sponsor, you can do that. Please share this event with all your conservative groups. Here at the end, put it in an email, forward it to them, post it online, send it out through your organizational emails. I want to equip and teach and train, which is what I do for a living. It's what I'm best at. The largest group of conservative candidates we possibly can, so that we can take our government back from these corporately funded RINOs in Tennessee. It's just desperately needed. So please come to the Conservative Candidates Academy, September 23rd, Chattanooga, Tennessee. We'll start bright and early at 9 a.m. Get there at 8:30. If you have questions, email support@conservativecandidatesacademy.com. I'll see you there.